Team Secret just won the Esports World Cup, the $2 million S-Tier International Championship that most recently happened. They 3-0 G2 in the Grand Finals to prove themselves to be the best team in the world. But they started off the EU Pro League 0-3. And across the first two games, they only won 3 rounds. They're getting dumpstered. So what happened? Well, in this video, I am going to explain why, while also watching their most recent game to kind of break down. Maybe I'll see something in this game, but I mostly wanted to go on a little like educational rant to tell you about like what usually happens when this happens. Because this is for all the new viewers that came into Siege through watching console and now watching Stop It and now watching Siege. They're like, wow, was it a lucky run? Did they have a lucky run? Did Team Secret just, pull that fluke win out of their asses and G2 are really the better team? Well, no, that's actually not what happened. And I'll explain to you what happened. I'm playing Gen G on Border. Maybe I'll find some cool route. I'll just let this play in the background while I basically go on my rant. But the first part of the video, I'm just going to tell you about like what is actually happening. What actually happens is that when you win, the whole world looks at you as the new correct way to play Siege. They now look at you as the standard of the most optimal way to play the meta, because typically speaking, the players that play the meta the best are the ones that end up winning the event, or the best thing, winning the World Championship. Team Secret are now studied. Every single team wants to play like them. If you watch how every single team plays, look at Gen G right now. They're playing super fucking aggressive, right? Every single team wants to play like them. Every team lurks. Every team gets super aggressive. Every team spams shields. Every team spams cheese. Every team flips their pushes like fucking crazy. Because everyone wants to be like Mowgli. Everyone wants to be like Savage. Everyone studies them and everyone knows their playbook inside and out. For that reason, your specialty, your unique advantage and your unique identity that you had over teams is now default. It is now the default standard by which people play their game, and they know you like the back of their hand. And that is why multiple teams fall off immediately after winning an S-tier event. Every single time. TSM with Bolo, your favorite player Bolo, your GOAT, your hero. TSM with Bolo won the 6th Invitational 2022, lifted that hammer, won the $3 million tournament, made themselves the best in the world, the actual unified de facto world championship of Siege. And they got what place in the next stage of Pro League? Gen G first round slaughter Team Secret. You see, they're ready for it. They know every single little play they're going to make. They flipped CC, they knew they were ready for it. TSM got 9th place. 9th. Second to last in the next stage of Pro League with Bolo after they won the World Championship. This happens every single fucking time. The only 2 times that this has not happened is when old G2 with Pengu and when old W7M, now Furia, with Herds and K's. And guess what? Those 2 teams are the 2 dynasties of Siege. Does that mean every single other person, my team with Beast Coast, FaZe, TSM, fucking every team in the history of mankind that has ever won an S-tier that didn't go on to become a dynasty was a fucking lucky run fluke team? No! Give them their fucking flowers. They became the best. It should go to show you how hard it is to stay on top. Because staying on top means you need to look at the meta that you created, that you developed, that now is default, that no longer is good anymore, and then soul read the next best thing. Look how ready Gen G is for every single one of these Shield East takes Team Secret has done. Team Secret have given 2 first picks away. They're getting fucking slaughtered by a team that wasn't even expected to make EWC. Gen G did make EWC, but you're getting slaughtered. Every team in EU plays super aggressive on defense, entry denial now because of how fast Team Secret plays entry, because every team plays fast entries now. They define the meta. And in order to stay on top, you need to soul read the meta. You need to read the meta that you created and figure out the extra meta. The meta 2.0. That is what old W7M did to stay on top for 3 tournaments in a row in the 2023-2024 season. That is why it's so fucking hard, guys. It's so fucking hard. Plus, it's also another point to make here is like the complacency, right? Or what people like to call complacency. I'm not going to call it complacency because you guys have no regard for the mental it takes to reach the top of any sport. Think about it this way, right? The moment you become content in your heart with something, you stop progressing. This is the competitor's curse. This is why I told Stompin that you gotta really love playing this game, and it doesn't matter how good you are. The only thing that matters is your dedication and your enjoyment of the game. If you become the best, let's say, basketball player in your middle school, and you're like, wow, I'm the fucking goat, I'm happy with that, then you will never progress to be like a high school basketball player. High school to college, same thing. College to the NBA. Say if you go to the NBA, Team Secret go for a rush on the teller's window, and Genji likely will have some sort of response to it. They're going to plant closer on the drone hole instead. Glaz holding over his shoulder. Oh, never mind. They're going to get the bomb down, actually. This is a Team Secret round. Now that the bomb's down, it's like literally an easy as fuck post plan. First round, Team Secret going to take it against Genji. Anyways, think about the amount of people. The majority of you guys, if you made the NBA or made it pro in Siege, you would be content. Let's say you don't have the qualifications or whatever, or the mental whatsoever to go pro. You just spawned in pro, you'd be content. You would be content. You would be, because you're fucking making money off playing a game. The majority of you guys would actually be, Squid Fett, I think it's something I appreciate it, man, would be happy with that. That would be, you would be fulfilled. I made it into the fucking NBA. The guy that's like, I made it into the NBA. I did everything I wanted to do. That guy is never winning an NBA championship in his entire fucking life. Or at least he will not be the reason his team wins an NBA championship in the entire life. No one will talk about him in the history books. In order to win multiple times in a row, you have to win a NBA championship or a world championship and fucking be bitter. Be bitter. Genuinely. Like, you can celebrate in the moment. Ah, we won. We're so fucking good. The night after, you are bitter. You want more. All you want is more. That's not enough. Most people don't have that in their hearts. They can say they have it. They can say it all they want. Anyone can say anything. Anyone can say, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. Very few people genuinely want more. Think about it. You just won $1 million, and I'm asking you to be unhappy with that? You would call me crazy. But that's what it takes to get the next million, and then be unhappy with that again. Why do you think Michael Jordan was such a fucking competitive, bitter asshole? That's the spirit it takes. Not to mention, you need that spirit in the first place to want to go pro over pursuing content like Mingo or Uzi, who just don't have the skill to do it. They don't have the drive. Think about if you don't have the drive to even go pro, how many notches above that drive? Because think about it, going pro in the first place means you have to work a 12-hour shift of the game every single day with minimal breaks. Esports has the least amount of breaks of any job in the entire world. Now, I'm not saying it's easier than any job. I think 9-to-5s are infinitely harder. Playing a video game is fucking sick. But think about it. You guys will all hate this game by 12-hour shifts every single day. Stompin does a 12-hour shift every single day of this game. He moved away from a fucking cushy streaming life where he's making $50,000 every single fucking goddamn stream. He's making quintillions. Okay, not every stream, but he's making $50,000 like every month, bro. Like give or take, right? Like I don't know what the exact number, but he gave that up. He gave up his family. He's now fucking in Europe, scrimming 12 hours a fucking day. You guys would all despise this game if you had to play this game for a job, 12-hour nightmare hell shift every single fucking day, and then after that you're required or basically encouraged to play the game more, or else you're gonna fall behind. That's the first thing to go pro. That's why a lot of people don't go pro, even if they have the talent. That's why it doesn't fucking matter if you have the talent, because talent is endless and drive is not. Now, beyond that drive, now, you need to have hyper extrapolar drive beyond that to stay on top. Because now you have to be bitter with the fact that you just won $1 million in order to become number one twice in a row, 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row. Each time, if you celebrate, you lose your drive. You don't know it, but you subconsciously lose it a little bit in your heart and your head. That's what happened to me. I just wanted to be the best in the world once. I could tell myself how much I wanted to after that, but at the end of the day, I just didn't give as much effort as I thought before. You think in your head, I won, we just need to do the same thing we did to win, and we'll win again? That is dead wrong. The same thing you did will keep you at here. The same thing you did. Hold on, let's pause the video because the play's about to happen. The same thing you did, let's say your skill versus time, right? Same thing you did. This is you, this is everyone else in the world. You got on top. Let's do the same thing we did and we'll win. What will happen as the enemies improve? They're all still fucking improving. You're doing the same thing you did to win. That's why Team Secret is in this rut. Now in this game, it seems like they're finally flipping it around. Let's go ahead and analyze this game and what's going on. They have a first pick on the Genji. It's an attack against the top floor. We're watching this live. This is the first time I've seen this game, but they love these little flip takes. They love using these pressures to prop the gaps to get it open. I want you to notice the nuance of this entry. Okay, Gen G are looking towards east side, which is the side of the map that they want to go into, right? They have this player outside the fountain rotate, which is able to go into fountain, deny all of office, deny the radio hop, and deny the east, deny catwalk, right? Secret want to take this out of the map, okay? What's going to happen? They have these two players over here, right? This guy's on a soft wall that's close to, what, metal stairs. So what's going to happen? What does Secret need to do to get into the map? What they're going to do, actually, is they're going to walk a player, or at least they're going to walk a player a little bit towards the metal stairs, and he's going to walk up and he's going to punch the barbed wire, and because he punches the barbed wire, he pulls Deadshot's eyes away from east, which creates a minute gap for Savage to actually hop into radio, because the smoke could have been here swinging this guy right now hopping into radio. That's how you like use push and pull, like you push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and like you gradually break apart the defense like that reason. Mowgli repels into like CC side, Jum gets underneath. Very lurky playstyle. Now you see everyone in EU, like I said, playing this playstyle now. You see everyone in EU playing this playstyle now. And that's why Gen G are ready for it. Gen G completely shut down the backside lurk CC side. They're ready, despite the fact that they just got entries in the east side. But Secret, they're committing. The biggest thing I like about Secret is that like it looks like what they're doing is stupid until you realize all of them are doing it at the same time. And that guy should teach this round exactly specifically should teach you guys a fundamental and rank that like doing 5 people doing something, a bad call, a stupid thing together, it will always be better than one person doing a good call at a time. Because imagine if right there the people hopped in CC, they died, and the rest of the Secret players were just like, all right, fuck it, we died, like whatever, like lost, chalk to go to the next round. Everyone's just baiting their asses off, right? They all went at the same time. Now they have an unlosable post plant. Now they close out the round, right? But here's the thing. They hop in. Mowgli now, the next contact, right? The next push, right? Mowgli pulled metal stairs. Savage pulls radio window. Or Savage pushes radio window. Savage does not get anything off his push, so now he becomes the pull. He is the next most immediate contact for Team Secret. So now the next pull is going, the next pull is Savage, and the next push is going to be in CC side, the opposite side of the map. So Mowgli dumps his Uto CC side. And this is actually going to be the full-on push, so I guess I'm not really, like, going. But they fully commit this. They die. Right now it's a 4v3. It looks really bad for Secret, but it doesn't matter because guess what? Everyone's committing at the same time. Jum walks up metal stairs. He gets one. Savage gets another in radio. Jum almost gets another, and now it's a 3v2 because they all committed on the same push. So if everyone goes at the same time, the enemy can't possibly watch everything at once. You're giving multiple people the chance to go pop off and go crazy. Jum in this round had the chance to go crazy, which is why when people focus on KD, I always roast the shit out of them. Right? Because it's like, okay, Mowgli is a really impactful player for Secret, and there's games where he drops 20 kills, 40 kills, a million kills, whatever, but like that round, he sacrificed his life because Gen G was ready for him, but Jum happened to have the gap going up metal to mop up the kills and actually went out the round for his team, and same with Savage on the backstab. So it really depends on your position and like which one the enemy is ready for. If the enemies were ready for the lurk, your lurker will do bad. If the enemies were ready for the first entry, your first entry will do bad. If your medic is ready to kill the guy in the breach, your support will do bad. It all just depends what the enemy is good at killing. That decides KD. That's why it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter how you get kills, it matters how your team gets kills. Imagine if Jum, Savage, Mowgli were all playing for their own KDs to do well. Because like you guys, like if they thought like you guys, oh, I'm gonna get dropped if I don't do well, I want to play for my own KD, right? Oh, well then what the fuck happens then? No one goes, everyone plays selfish, they die one by one. No, they all commit, they all give their lives for the fucking cause. The team gets kills, not the individuals, and they win the fucking rounds, guys. Alright, back to Armory. Secret take east without the shield walking up to the east doors this time, but rather the shield walking in from downstairs to avoid getting cheese picked like they have been doing the last couple times. Gen G seemed to really like this mirror setup where it's facing all the way down. Look at Gen G, by the way. Like I was saying, people know how Secret operate now, so look at Gen G's bans. They banned Ying, Montaigne, and Blitz. Literally 3 cheese operators, right? Because they know Secret want to play that, and yet the Secret are still playing that Blackbeard. Okay, Secret actually banned the Warden. Really interesting, which allows them to play more cheesy Siege. Secret take east control, Gen G fall back to CC control. They could use the CC control to play the mirror down onto the hallway east side. Now here comes around the round, basically becomes up to Savage's calling, right? What do we go for? You get underneath CC control, you can pop this Mira. You can have better chance of walking down the hallway. And this is Secret's bread and butter. They spread around the map. They have a bunch of different lurk positions. Then any of these lurk positions can hit at once, depending on Savage's calling. Border is a perfect map for this because it's a very small map, but triple wall is reinforced, so they can't go directly into office from there. C4 on Adrian. They nade the player printer side. All committing at once, but this time they all die instantly. But they're committing. They're committing, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that no matter what they like, it looks sloppy this round. They got completely slammed this round, but that's their general playstyle. They commit. They all go at the same time. Despite the fact that their entire team is all dying at the same time, they're all going at the same time. Right? Savage says 3, 2, 1, go. Now a slower team might have taken the time to EMP off the K charge, open up the triple wall, clear this guy out, and it probably would have looked like a cleaner round. But remember, that's not Secret's identity. Secret's identity is going fast, going decisively, all going at the same time. So Savage goes in, radio window, gets C4 instant die. This guy pushes up, doesn't catch that player, dies. Another player dies across the map. Another player dies. Everyone commits. Gen G is ready for it though, because they're playing aggressive to counter it. Because once again, they know Secret's playstyle in and out. Another East take for Secret, kind of same deal. Blackbeard walks in from underneath. This time, they actually do the adjustments. So this time, last round, they saw the K triple wall. It kind of fucked them over. It forced them, because usually this wall would be soft and have holes across it, right? This is the default setup, is it's soft, the holes across it, so that you could contest into top east and make it not safe to hold. This time, they found out that, okay, well, there's a triple reinforcement on it. There's a mirror looking down the main hall. Let's bring the EMPs. Let's actually open the walls against this bath or vent site. See, Noah's going to be actually armory side, likely using the sense to help him walk up. 2 mirrors facing east. Look how ready Gen G is for Secret's east take. They have been ready for it almost every single round. That's what I mean. They have the prep on Secret from the amount of times they played in EWC. Think about it this way, bro. You played EWC, Pro League starts in a couple months. There's only so much you can change about every map. Why change the things that won you the World Championship, right? It's very hard to justify reworking your entire map that you know worked the World Championship. But alas, it makes you very counterable. 2 mirrors staring at east. What does Secret do? Let's see. I gotta stop acting like I'm narrating the game like a story, because I have not seen this game. I'll break down hype moments after that. Is he able to shoot off? Ooh, good pre-fire. So he's pre-firing the soft wall here, because from that little sliver of soft wall, Cade might have been able to shoot off that mirror, the ace charge on the mirror. So he's pre-firing just in case the Cade oversteps a little bit and fucks up. But he manages to get the mirror open, actually. Now, from that fountain position, they should be able to shoot the ace off the mirror on the other side. Now, here comes that flip armory take. That's what I mean. Savage, if you watch my old Secret videos, they're super good at hitting the backside and flipping to the backside, hitting the backside with a counter pressure lurk, completely flipping this side. They're like a double-sided threat every single time you play. You can't just focus on playing one side. That's Secret's whole bread and butter. You can't just look at one side. What they have to do here is they're going to use the senses to block off the holes, and they flash into CC, so they block the armory holes so the armory players cannot hold into CC. Because typically speaking, let's see if we show this earlier in the round during the setup or something. Because typically speaking, armory has these holes. People wonder why, if you're in a lower rank, you wonder why these holes. Well, it's because this stops the players from walking, the attackers from walking up this armory hallway around and going on this window and the door to attack your CC player. Because as long as you have CC, remember, you can basically hold on east hallway, east, you can hold CC, you can hold the armory wall itself. It's like it's the most important position of the entire map. Right, so they use the sense grenade, they use the sense wall to block that off, go for a really decisive fast walk in CC side. They flash at the same time. This vigil would have been dead to rights because the Blackbeard would have hopped into him. And Savage, who was just top east, by the way, has now flipped all the way around into running at this guy in CC. He's super good at this. Border's such a good map for it. It's a small fucking map. Oh, but he dies to the hatch underneath. Damn. And there you go. Yep. So yeah, it really just looks like, it really just does look like Gen G are ready for like almost every play Secret has in their pockets, because once again, they are the standard. Like, maybe they know that that's a play they like to do. That's why the Vigil dropped the hatch the moment he saw a flashbang, despite the fact that everyone was east 2 seconds ago. Oh my god, the momentum in the site straight off that. Okay. Ooh. 1v1 between Jim and Daquo. Wow. And it seems like a very clear trend on the attack. right? It seems like almost every single round, like every single round that we've watched, even during the rant, it seems like during the initial push, where like the strat is being set up to win, Secret are losing the engagements. Right? Like, during the CC take, Vigil was nowhere to be found on CC. He already dropped down off that very first flashbang. Before any other pressure happened, he just immediately gave it up. He's like, fuck it, I don't want to hold the most important piece of map control on the map, because he knows what Secret does, and then he holds a rotate from underneath. He's ready for it. Another player goes down across the entire map, too. Gen.G are ready for everything. It looks like every team, when they play against Secret, this is what it looks like it happens. But the biggest thing is, the world-class caliber players, they're not completely built off their initial engagement. They're built off the plays they make after that. Mowgli walks straight in and immediately gives his life away, but Noah's ready to deliver the refrag. And after that, this is a key defining play that happens. Noah going for this hatch drop. This is something that Gen.G could not have possibly prepped for, right? This late round end game decision making, kind of like how, like in chess, you can study openings as much as you want. You can study mid round lanes as much as you want and pathways. But the end game is where the true intuition creativity comes out, and that's where Magnus Carlsen ends up taking a lot of beginners, because beginners just memorize a lot of openings or some bullshit like that, or like up-and-coming players, and forces them to end game. Same thing happened here. The elite play within the end game by Team Secret here. Noah immediately momentuming and down into sight, and Joom left in the 1v1, traps this guy in Harry Potter, manages to win it out. Stop yap. Why would I stop yapping, Papa? That's my whole job. Side switch now, Team Secret Gen.G. Double shield ban from Team Secret, actually. They want to get Gen.G away. Now, the difference between their shield bans is that they're actually going for the slower pace shield bans, the Blackbeard and the Montaigne. Blackbeard is a shield that could do kind of what both Blitz and Montaigne do, but like, and then with the Montaigne ban, they want to keep away the shields that basically are able to sit there and push slowly. Gen.G get rid of the Mira, so no more of that Mira shot in CC, and a Zami as well, which is a good operator for holding inside of CC as well. Love that Team Secret's bringing on the Capcan. I think that's an S tier operator on this map, especially since I've seen a lot of players. You'll see even Shaiko do this gap where, like, you take top east, you walk down the hallway, you just go for this gap straight out. I've seen so many players do that. Capcan's sort of really good counter for that, because there's a doorway here and there's a doorway here, right? So you put Capcans there. Really good counter for that. Better not see that in my rank games, though. Okay, what's the most difficult thing to teach new Pro League players to help them make it? What you can do? Comms, I guess. Attitude. The importance of, like, showing up every day. What dedication actually means. Look at the ratting by Secret. This guy gets found out, so he's probably, like, dead. He's probably gonna get wall banged. Yeah, he did. They're ready for it. Anything on defense. Secret are a very ratty team on defense. It looks like every team is just ready for it at this point. Magnus takes everyone into prep into end games, even the best in the world. Oh, Shabird? Magnus is an end game god. Suicide hold, Mowgli. Gen.G successfully take East. They get 2 kills off of taking East. And this is what I meant, like the traditional hold is having the holes down. And here's the thing though, it's like G2 actually have this wall triple reinforced. They have the same mirror strat down the east hallway, looking down east, and this wall triple reinforced. And they actually have castles down the east hallway, and like even Gen.G has that strat. So this could be also be another reason Team Secret seemingly have fallen off a bit. Is like maybe they're playing too much of the old meta. They're not adapting to the new default strats that a lot of teams are running. Which, like, if they work for the World Championship, it's very hard to justify logically why you would change these strats, right? Like we haven't seen a triple wall reinforced in how long? Like guys, when you guys watch Pro League, like you rarely ever see triple wall reinforced. But now it seems like the new meta inside of EU Pro League, and now Deadshot is like it's farming off that because like what? Like, why is this guy peeking down East Hall? Right? Because there's no Mira in CC facing down here because Mira got banned. Right? So maybe it is like the matter of like not catching up strategically on the meta too. And they immediately look through the vert at the flank because they expect the aggression. Gen.G just won that round in one room. They didn't take anything else for the entire round. Look at this. They were in top east. They got all their kills in top east and from top east because they just expect Secret's aggression. Your professional, do I sort of Travis Hunter and Candace or Khalil? I don't know. I didn't know football at all. Do you not hear the drone straw on him? No. Sound's been really inconsistent lately so far. Team Secret run back the armory. They're going to bring a Denari and a Fenrir this time. 2 new trap outwarders that weren't the Capcan and the Aruni of last round. Was it be a different setup though? Ooh, wait, they've reinforced that archive single wall, which kind of leaves like a massive gap. But that's a big blunder by Deadshot because Deadshot should know, at least in NA, that hold of East where you kind of like make it seem like East is free, but there's actually a shotgun hold under the door. Zoom's holding shotgun. Oh, wait, I see. They've reinforced off the archive single wall because it's not armor. I'm a moron, and I'm not looking at it. But yeah, this is a very common hold in NA, actually. Is it not a hold in D? I think EU is more so play, like, in the hallway. This is actually an interesting point to make. EU, when they hold East, typically you expect them to play a position somewhat like this. I'll go ahead and show it this round. Like this is a typical EU setup. You see everyone playing like this. This wall reinforced, this wall reinforced. You play in the hallway. This is how you hold East. And NA, the way you hold East is actually the thing they do the next round. So maybe they actually did update the strat from what they saw after. Is you hold bottom East, actually. You hold right here with a shotgun and a smoke, and then you barricade off your windows and doors first floor to make sure no one can lurk on you. And then you play and smoke from underneath through the vert, because it's very easy to clear out East these days with the Uto dump and the shields, right? So you play underneath, so you have a better chance of getting away, and then you have a guy holding your other East door walk in from the triple wall. Sight is underneath though. I see that holding gold sometimes. Yeah, it's not a bad hold, bro. Just by the way, just giving you multiple ideas for you guys about doing your ranked games to hold like some of the most powerful positions. Understanding power positions is one of the best ways to understand the game. They grim through the vert, make sure that guy's still not there anymore, but Zoom smokes it off. Already gone. Are they going to go for a hunt on him through tellers? Maybe this. Yeah, getting that gap here. Having a drone operator go for this, like, having a drone operator go Archives door, like Bravo or Twitch or like Flores, every single round is so good. It's one of the most powerful lurk sites in the entire map. Zapping off, there will always almost be, or should always be, a Fenrir or Melusi or barbed wire there, and if there's not, you should go for that gap every single round off of your teammate's pressure, because it's one of the most powerful gaps of all time. That's an interesting shield books. Really good entry by the Secret onto this top floor. Or sorry, Asa onto here. This is a really interesting shield from Secret, actually. That book shield, I've never seen it before. That actually could be a really good shield, because there could be actually a really good reason for this shield. Hold on, let me explain. I'll study his shit more. Anyways, books is super important because it lets you peek outside. And you guys probably know this if you play a decent amount of ranked, to kill the attackers running down this armory hall to try to get the armory wall. That's why books is important, right? The biggest issue is that usually the guy here has ACOG. Defense just got almost all their ACOG taken away, aside from a Rudy, of course, why a Rudy plays this position a lot nowadays. But now attackers basically have a sight advantage onto the books positions. On top of that, a lot of attackers are realizing there's a new way to clear books, which is this repel, which is like actually ridiculously broken. Like you can basically just fight this guy on bookstore every time he walks in and out over and over from a repel upside down. I get a bunch of kills on rank this way, and if I die to you doing this because you learned from my video, fuck you guys. But that's why this shield's probably here. New way to hold CC down. Goodbye Secret to invent that basically with Inari. W meta invention. So some instances of keeping ahead with the meta. Not last round, but seemingly this round. Now Gen G get open archive side, which means that they can now deny the vert above workshop, this back side. So now this side that he immediately drops. Notice how he immediately drops, because now the vert being held above this bomb, which was just an archives, has now been denied because there's 2 ace charges on it. They can't retake above it. They're gonna go basically for a plant through this side of the map. No, this guy does not. No, he just guy drops down. Guy drops down with a shotgun. Sorry, holy shit. Naco is still above, denying the vert, making sure no one can get above. The only chance of stopping this guy from the bomb is retaking through blue deck side. But there's 2 guys over here. What will happen? What will happen, chat? I have no idea. We'll see. Secret have 2 options. They could kill the guy on vert, or they could, well, they could just, yeah, like they have the holes. Okay, they just killed the guy walking through side, basically. They also have that option. Yes, that is the 2 options. Yeah. Goodbye Secret to patient there. Goodbye Secret. Good fundamentals. Second video of the stream. W7 was cat with the raid. Blue 7 was cat with the raid. Now we're on bathroom tellers, Capcan, and Elamine. You see that, like, Secret bringing hella trap operators. Every team bringing hella trap operators because the meta is just so incredibly fast right now. Which actually, like, I want to speak on this, by the way, because, like, with the advent of shields, now, like, I had a podcast talk with, like, Intero about, like, you know, the game being so incredibly fast, and people like Macy J being like, oh, I was right, you know, the game was going in this direction in the first place, despite the fact that they've made many changes to slow the game down. Like, there are an insane amount of trap operators. There's an insane amount, like, they nerfed lean speed, they nerfed move speed, they nerfed, oh, Azox gets a really big lurk directly in a sight here. They nerfed lean speed, they nerfed move speed, they nerfed quick peeking, they nerfed, like, the ADS speed. They slowed down the game in every possible way. They made shields really powerful. They made everyone have a shit ton of util. So that, like, now, like, the game plays like a MOBA with the shields. Even the pros, like JV92 from Brazil says Siege plays like a MOBA, and that's when they were winning everything. But my counterpoint to that is that the better the players get, mechanically, the faster games will play. If honest to God, my take on if you really want to slow down Siege, you make sound linear and you make it really good, like CS sound. Like in CS, you have to play slow, otherwise the enemy team will know exactly where you are. Like almost 100% of the time if you're nearby the enemy, right? So I think that's the way to do it. Like, you're not allowed to Ash rush a staircase every single round if you can hear the Ash thunking up the staircase. I think that's how you save it. I'll make that better in a video. But Gen G, they do actually end up getting that lurk into sight. He moves into that bottom east player. And wow, look at that coordination. Look at that three-way assault onto east. Number one, Gen G know that's a player for Sea Secret playing bottom east now because they died to it last round and know that's how these guys hold east. Right? That's why they send a player in to jump over, take top east, and double up with Azox, who just hit sight, to go for this player inside of bottom east. At the same time, Secret know that. They respond in kind. They refrag up top catwalk because they know that's what's going to happen. And now this guy's looking for the bottom east player. He's retaking that control. Back and forth. Valorant Sound is so nice. Valorant Sound is so nice. And then he gets cleared to back out. Now, Asa should be able to get to bottom east and ace open the wall to get into tellers and plant the bomb. Huge gunfight between Noah and Skies because whoever wins between these two players will be able to retake east, walk down the east staircase, and essentially stop the execute from happening. This catwalk position stops the bottom east teller to execute. There's a player in bathroom. Here comes the ace, just like I said, walks up bottom east. He's going to ace open. He's going to sledge open this wall. There's no one inside to stop this bomb plant anymore. Player drops on the hatch. Noah actually gets the kill onto him. Noah 1v2.
Forcing that plant down in tellers as Skies looks to cover. Noah makes his way forward around.
Oh, Noah 1v2, 1v1 now. Noah, two very nice shots on one of the hardest recoil guns in the game.
This guy has fired up today. 12 kills so far.
12 kills for Noah.
As he detonates the extinguisher.
He has no idea the enemy's bottom east. He has no idea. Asa wins it. 5-4 Gen G. Can we stat check the number 1 champ real quick? What, is the guy fucking cheating? I mean, I could probably tell already. Leaderboards. Hold on. My girlfriend wants attention. Give me 1 second. 1.28, 1.8 KD across 219 matches. I mean, what if he's just a goat? He could be just a goat. He could just be the greatest. He could just be the greatest player of all time, chat. Is this Kiru's old account? No, this is just Kiru. Oh, no, it's Kiru. Never mind. He is just the greatest. Unless Kiru sold his account to a cheater. That's Vex 8? Oh. Well then, yeah, Vex 8's not cheating. It's not high enough a KD. It's only like 2.5 KD when it becomes like actually obvious. We're back. Surf, I just watched that, I watched that Shopify Rebellion piece on you, Surf. W Surf, W Surf. Wet bulls. I don't know, bro. The cheating paranoia is just too much at this point. I can't really tell what's going on. Tag time out secret, 5-4. They're down, they're down.
Yeah, that we are. You know, it does feel like a bit of an upside down world this stage. You see Secret doing so.
Anyways, Surf, the majority of this video was me going on a rampage about why, like, winning teams always seem to fall off afterwards, because that's like a new concept to these new viewers of the game. I just had to explain to them that their GOAT Bolo won SI and then got 9th place after. It's just like the most common thing to ever happen, but I guess when Secret does it, it's like a lucky run by Secret, because I guess Secret just fucking suck cock, I guess. Anyways. PowerPoint video was good, yeah. Wait! This guy's using my example! I was talking about this the other day. No. I said it first.
Had a little bit of a fluke.
It's a fair question, I think. And the question is...
No. I watched Secret. Like, I brought up this example the first, like, 3 times I watched Secret this whole stage. Team just won catching the playstyle too. Some people did let people just take the next stage off. I think it's just, like, it's very hard to, like, account for the fact that everyone plays your Siege after you win. Like, everyone watches you, everyone figures out your Siege, everyone studies you, you become the default. Now you have to like, you know, get ahead. Very hard to, like, understand the concept that you have to, like, mind read the game again in an event, like 50% new shit. Yeah. C4 over the top of the little bunker right there, dodged. Gen G going for the east take. Mowgli does not stop contesting break, even with the, wow, with the soft break wall, he's still fighting break. That is insane. Mowgli's just, I love how aggressive he is for, oh, what the fuck? Jim just fucking hit fire blind, killed that guy. I'd be so fucking pissed. Oh my god, that guy got fucking slammed. Yo, see you later, bro. W Jim, W Jim. That's one way for Secret to get their next round. I love that like Mowgli never lets up the gas, no matter how like negative he's going or like how much he loses us. People are gonna just copy everything. Is that they know your siege work? Yeah.
That would have been map point for GG. One lost to, I would say, arguably all of their toughest games.
Back to Vents again.
All the top teams.
And Genji look like they have a very, very fast kind of rush. They think they're going for a sight hit, and they're probably going to ying through sandwich or something, right? They're going to ying through sandwich window to deny the people like the ying, to blind the vert off of like the floorboards here to make sure they can't play there. Yeah, ying's on like AC window. It's probably going to ying through sandwich window or like ying through like the holes or something. C4 looks like Secret are ready for it. This is like W prep by Secret here because it looks like they were very, very prepared for this to happen. They were way more definitely than not prepared for that take to happen. And that's the benefits of them having that many like support staff, I guess. They're known for being a team that are extremely prepared when it comes to the games. So Secret, despite the fact that they are 0-3 going into this game, they were winless going into this game. They got slammed the first couple play days. They're looking like they're coming back this game. Genji timeout, 6-5. Team Secret on match point. On path to win the game. What will Genji have said in that time that could possibly bring it back? Here's what I'm talking about, this bottom east hold. Like, look, they double reinforced the passport wall. Wait, hold on, never mind. This is just bathroom. I'm an idiot. It's not armory. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So it's bathroom again, so they're going to hold east stairs really fucking hard. Same kind of like holes on east triple wall setup. What keyboard do you have? Razor. And June's playing on this east staircase. Again, really a proficient east player. Super big power spot. Like, if you want to be good in ranked, I think, like, and you like playing sentry turret spots, like, you like being stationary, having a setup and just, like, frying people off of it. Learn all the different ways to play east stairs on border, especially. It's so good. Naklo hits a lurk opposite side over, and previously that wall was triple reinforced, I believe, for Team Secret. This time there's a rotate into there, so that lurk opposite over is going to be so incredibly deadly.
Genji have full control of Workshop as of yet. Secret still retain control of most.
Oh, they had a Mav hole because they had a instead of having the triple reinforced bathroom walls, they had a quad reinforced vents walls, but they put a Mav hole in it. The counter to the counter, and that's the power of attack and repick. You can bring shit to be ready for that. They could still have vert though, so they can stop all the plants bathroom side. The biggest worry here is just Genji being able to take ease control and then going down into that execute again, because without having workshop control, you essentially cannot, or like customs horizontal control. If the lurk for Genji, like down in customs, you see there's no customs player for Secret whatsoever, and then no passport player, they can essentially get into this plant spot again for free. And now, if Jim dies bottom east, they can just get into that plant spot for free again. How are they going to stop it?
He's so exposed. Noah also in a precarious spot.
Yeah, no one knows how imperative it is of losing that east position is. That's the weakness of like Secret's positioning here.
Elsewhere, Skies finds his pick, so Secret.
Now 4v2, they have bottom east control. They literally can just walk into sight and plant the bomb. That's exactly what that Hibana does. They didn't even need to breach the wall right there anymore. Hibana literally just walked through, hopped in, planted into the sandwich right there. And once again, you don't have sandwich control. You don't have that horizontal control, so you don't have a line of sight directly into it. You don't even have cat control because guy just died there. Beautiful round by Genji. Really good job identifying the weakness on that site in particular. And now it is overtime. Secret on the defense starting it off. And yeah, they do have, like I said earlier, the Rooney playing inside CC because it's only ACOG on defense now. Blitz Capital. Deimos underneath in CC. Could be a really fast crunch onto the CC player with Capital blocking off the armory holes the same way Sense did. Remember the same way Secret used Sense to block off the armory holes? I think Genji are going to use the Capital to block off those armory holes and hop it at CC.
First 30 seconds, despite the upper lineup being Finka, Blitz, and Deimos.
Yep, and they're going to walk down. They're going to hop the Blitz through this window right here. Deimos going to track the player underneath and CC. Skies with the Capital. Oh, he's all the way over there, but he might just be like pulling pressure or like stopping people from rotating back or help. I don't know what the fuck he's doing over there. They're going to go straight for the CC player. They found him on Book's door. Here we go. Deimos track comes through. Are they going to stop? Here comes the 2 Capital. He's going to fire off the swing, I guess, from sandwich side. What's actually going to flip around? He's not going to go through a Rooney gates. Wait, what? Gen G completely abort. They might have just completely faked out that side of the push. The fuck?
Seeing the shield come into play.
Who knows? They faked it out. They fully come to the other side. They fully go east side instead.
Long game so far, and the shield has not been picked as of yet by Azox. We saw it a couple of times from Skies.
Yeah, Mowgli's confused. And then they just go back. They book east pressure. Now, no, like, Secret have no idea what the fuck they're going for. Oh, and they hops in now. He finally hops in. Wow, they threw Secret for the spin. The fake to fake back. The fake to fake back might have actually worked. They just confused the living shit out of Secret right there. They said, yo, Savage, you like flipping your pushes? Let's do that 17 times in a row. Really throw you for a spin there. Good luck for spawning our bullshit. Oh, what a shot by Deadshot, though. And it comes down to a 1v1. What a fucking weird, crazy, sloppy round, bro.
As Doom, who's been the hero of the round for Secret, has to do it all himself.
But with the Deimos strike, the 1v1 is Deimos sided. The only thing is, he does only have the pistol. Oh, unless he doesn't want to. Oh, Doom actually wins it. So fucking interesting, bro. Like, I called the push correctly in the beginning. They wanted to go for this, like, blitz armory side take. They walk up the armory side. They get the Deimos underneath, tracking the guy. The Capitan there expends his bullets to make sure that he's not on this hole. And it looks, I seem the call, maybe there was a call that, like, they're really ready for it. Like, he gets shot from break. So it seems like, oh, yeah. So Mowgli's in break. And because Mowgli's in break, he's able to hold the second guy hopping in. And there's a double up. There's two people inside CC. Secret are absolutely ready for it. So that was actually successful by Gen G. What they do is they make it seem like that they give up on this take. And they rotate the push around. And so they break east door pressure. And now Team Secret can't just afford to have that guy in break not look at east side. Same with the 90 player. The 90 player that was Valkyrie now has to move back to playing east to stop this east take, right? To play his position. And now there's no longer two people inside of CC. And now the Blitz is able to fully walk in this time and hop into CC. So despite the fact that they end up losing this round, this was actually a pretty interesting call by Gen G right there. Very cool play. Very cool play. Hope you're feeling better from the 6 stream earlier. Yes, sir. I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. So, yeah, so Doom takes this gunfight down 90. Really crazy aggressive gunfight, but cool calls by Gen G, man. Cool calls by Gen G, man. Sick. Sicko mode. Got on you with the pick and roll. You know what flame he in sicko mode. Wall denial strat, you can tell by the presence of the tube and Cade for Gen G. And I believe what they're going to use this tube and Cade for is closing Secret, like, triple wall again. Right, because the biggest thing here is they saw one time before that Team Secret got completely fucked by the triple wall being closed and the Mira being here looking down the east hall. Right, the second time around, Team Secret, I believe, called that timeout, or I think they called the timeout. They come, they slow it down, they bring the H charge, they bring the EMPs, they actually break the wall, they win the round. Right, so they don't break the wall, they don't break the wall, they don't break the wall, they don't break, they lose. Right, they break the wall, they win. Right, so now Gen G are thinking, okay, this time let's bring the tube. Let's bring the tube to be able to freeze this wall to kind of prevent them from breaking it again. That way we can actually win out this round this time and force them into the position where they cannot break that wall. But the thing is, they have the sense. The sense shows me that they don't want to even go for east anymore. They've gone for east all game long. They've gone for east every single round. They have a sense. That shows me they want to go for armory, actually. It looks like that's exactly what it is. And I think it's very imperative for Secret here to actually break down the east door, which is what they did. Because here's the thing. Lion Warrior, they give the sub, I appreciate it, man. When you flip a push across rounds, you do it more so on the account of countering what the enemy showed you the first time they played that strat. Right? Team Secret have shown an east take multiple times. Gen G have shown multiple responses to said east take. You are flipping the armory because Gen G have responses east. But think about it from Gen G's perspective. If you're the defender and east doors never get opened, then you play your armory response. So you're not countering the east defense because now they're playing their armory defense, the other side, because there was no east pressure. But by opening up this east door at the beginning of the round, this crucial fundamental step, Adrian's going to open up this other east door. They're going to make and prime Gen G into playing the positions they would have played for east, which now they can actually enact the counter they initially wanted to play.
I'm gonna feel really great about that. And Gen G, they do this classic thing when it goes to over.
They actually end up. It doesn't look like that way. Actually, I'm gonna be real. It really doesn't look like that happens. But like otherwise, if you're going across multiple different rounds in like a comp game, guys, that's what you really want to do. They use the sense walls to block it off, but looks like Gen G are ready for this one too. Impact onto the sense wall. C4 directly under the shield. Does he play good shield fundamentals? If you look directly at the C4 with the center of your crosshair, you should not die to it even if you're full HP. Good shield fundamentals by Savage. Blocks that. Zoom gets in through. Oh, they commit. They get in a guy through sandwich at the same time. That was a sledge hot repel. That's why they bring the sledge. Beautiful execute by Team Secret. Gen G put all of that bongo books into holding down East. Secret, do East pressure, pull the eyes over there, execute Armory super incredibly fast. Beautiful play here. 2v1 Skies. Takes the bomb, starts planning. C4, through, doesn't blow up Adrian. Wow, Team Secret, they get their first win of the stage. They have finally come back from the curse of the losing streak, the 0-3 losing streak down. They're finally back. I'm so happy to see it, man, because these players, they're really talented players. Twister's a really talented coach. You can see it in the prep they do and the way they play, and I really hope they continue to develop their game. You see this every team. Even the Dynasty teams struggle at the beginning of the stages where they come back. Okay, chat, and they like Furia when Furia or old W7M won Atlanta, then Copenhagen, then Atlanta, then SI, they were getting like third place in their league. Okay, so they typically struggle. They always seem to struggle beginning of tournaments, beginning of everything, and they improve throughout the stage. So please continue to give Secret a chance. Stop making your fucking crazy ass Redditor ass opinions so early. No reason to fucking do it, bro. Just fucking watch the fucking games. Beautiful fucking entry here from Joom. You see like the diversity and flexibility of these plays, that having the players open the East door, then he can go onto the Archives balk and play that Archives cut, and by having that Archives. By having that Archives cut, you basically stopped all the players that would have been walking over from Armory and from Metal back into Armory side, just cutting off then, and then Joom going for that with, like, you can hot repel now. Remember, I'm Buck right now, but he's using the sledge. You don't need to be a Mar to do this shit anymore. Make that loud sound. You can go boom, and then boom, boom, except your sledge, so you just one-shot it. He goes for that. The super fast go for it. Mowgli goes up the metal stairs. They almost threw that 4v1, actually. Guys actually ended up winning this round, which is insane. Right, really crazy, like good awareness by Skies here, because the next plant spot is usually on this Locker's tuck. So running back into CC after killing the metal player and getting this guy's very good. But yeah, really happy for Secret, man. Hope this video was educational for you guys. I might have Dapper put in the second VOD review here if you want to watch it. How BDS 7-0'd Mako, if you guys want to watch that. But otherwise, have a brilliant day. I'm gonna end stream now. Take it easy. I hope you like these VOD review days. I'm going to release a big Save Siege rant kind of video essay very, very soon. I might work on that script tonight. So yeah, take it easy, guys.